What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a DIY video on how to replace the front sway bar end links on my wife's 2009 GMC Yukon SLT. This one has the 5.3 liter engine in it. Not that that matters on the suspension, and it's two-wheel drive. So let me get the tools together here and we'll get under this car and show you about how it's going to go down. First, let me tell you about the tools we're going to need today. We are going to attempt to do this by turning the wheel this way and getting to the sway bar end link access right through there. No jack stands, no jacks, no power tools. This is going to be a garage DIY experiment to show you guys that it can be done. All I'm going to use are these two 15mm wrenches and the sway bar end link and a light underneath the car so you guys can see what I'm doing. So let's dive in right here and make sure this thing's not jammed up. So we're on the driver's side of the car. We have the tire cocked all the way to the right. And let's go in this access right here where I've got it lit up for you guys. And there is the old sway bar end link. Let me get down here so you can see that it's missing the bushings here and it's missing the bushings at the top. Here is what the new product is gonna look like. So we're gonna take that bolt and that nut and we're gonna remove that from the sway bar. All right, guys, 15mm wrench here. Let's see if we can get this thing off. Let's try this other way. See if it's any easier. I know this would probably be easier with an impact wrench or a socket wrench, but these are the tools that we're going to use in the video. So here it is, guys, all apart, slipped right out. The actual bushings are completely gone. So now I'm gonna take this brand new one and I'm gonna take the nut off the end of it, and then I'll take it apart, remembering how everything goes together. All right, and then let's get back under the car and we'll show you how to reinstall this. So we're going to reinstall this just like we took it off if these bushings would have been here. The bolt, the washer, one bushing. We got to go through this housing here. Alright, I didn't mean to lie to you guys, but you will need to use a pry bar in this installation. Let's see if I can get this right here by myself. Hope y'all can see. I've pried this up and stuck this with the bushings in between there, only because I'm not using a jack to jack this frame up and allow this A-arm to lower to easily get it in there, okay? I'm just not using a jack to show y'all how it can be done. But, so I'm gonna stick that through there. Raise up on this just a little bit. All right, we've got it through. Take this other bushing, put it on, and then this nut is attached to here to make this just a little bit easier. The nut's attached to the washer. I'm sure that there's a specific name for that, but I don't know what it is. All right, I'm gonna get my 15mm wrench here and tighten this down. And guys, make sure you look up the specific torque specifications for this application. I will be getting a torque wrench from the shop tomorrow and torquing this to the right specs before we drive. And that's it, guys. Now let's move over to this passenger side and show you the same process one more time. So here we are on the passenger side of the car. I started the car up, turned the wheel all the way to the left, set the light and the tools back up, and right here is your sway bar end link. There's a top bushing there. There's one still left on the bottom, but the others are gone. So let's get our wrenches out and see how hard this one is to take off. This one's a little bit pushed up in this washer, which is making it challenging to get this wrench on the end. Let's swap it up like this right here and see how that works. We almost have it off here. So let's take the nut with the washer here off. We'll take this top bushing off here. That'll go up here on the top. Let's take this off, and we're gonna have to pry it up to get that to fit in there. So just like we did the other one, there's like a little, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's like a little flange up on the frame up here, and I'm just gonna wedge that right there. Whoops. All right, guys, I did have to get my screw jack out and put it under the cross member up just to lift the frame of the car up high enough to lower this A-arm down and give me a little bit more clearance there. I just could not, in the position I'm in with this pry bar, push that up. So let me get the camera set back up right here for you. And I'm just barely gonna have to put any pressure on this to get that to go in there. Then I believe I can get the screw right up through there. So let's take this other bushing. Let's take this other bushing, put it on the top. All right, we got it started. Now let's tighten this down snug. And like I said on the other side, I'm gonna look up the torque specifications for this sway bar end link, and I'll post them in the description of the video. I've got to run over to the shop in the morning and get the torque wrench to torque this down to the proper foot-pounds before we drive the car. So I just got on Google, looked up the torque specs for this. I didn't find any official GM information yet. I can do that later, but the forums and the videos I did see, they said the torque specs were 17 foot-pounds. So do your own research. I'm gonna do some more research tonight. I'll include it in the body of the description if I find the exact torque specs from GM, else I won't put any in there because I don't want to mislead any of y'all. But I just showed you how easy it was to change these end links. If you've got the proper tools and you don't have any problems with rust or seizing up, I think this is something you could do in 30 minutes to an hour. I appreciate y'all coming out, watching the video. If you like what you've seen, subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any more videos, and I will see you in the next video.